Put two colors together, brand them as the group's name, and become one of the most popular groups. Blackpink did just that. They personified the girl crush, badass lady concept with catchy rap lines, sick dance moves, and major swag. And the K-pop world was put on notice since their arrival. The four ladies from YG Entertainment became one of the most sought after, one of the most in-demand groups since their debut in 2016. With their upcoming North America tour, as well as concerts in Coachella 2019 and various US TV shows, Blackpink has definitely been making the rounds internationally. These days, Blackpink is a global girl group and definitely one of the top tier groups in K-pop. So let's take a look at how Blackpink became one of the trendy groups of K-pop today and how they became so popular so fast. Blackpink debuted recently in 2016. The four members were actually preparing for the past several years pre-debut. While Blackpink's North America tour and Coachella 2019 are now taking place, the throngs of K-pop fans in the West, this was a far cry from where they came from. The four ladies all auditioned back in 2010 and went through the arduous YG training. Jennie would spend 6 years training, Lisa and Jisoo 5, and Rosé 4. While going through the tough pains of training, missing home, and the constant feeling of not being good enough, the girls didn't know they would be penned for stardom after their debut. As they were secretly training in the YG studios, their sunbaes, or seniors at the company, Big Bang and 21, were on top of the K-pop charts in the early 2010s. But with Big Bang eventually having to go to the military, and 21's uncertain future with the bomb scandals and rumors of a breakup, YG knew that eventually he would need a fresh new group to debut in the mid-2010s. Blackpink would be that group. While Blackpink debuted recently in 2016, the four members were actually prepping for the past 4 years pre-debut. The group was rumored to debut as early as 2012, then early 2013, then pushed back to 2015. With the constant changing of their debut, YG fans had to temper expectations as their debut date kept moving further back. But the pre-Blackpink singers weren't just idle, as 3 of the members, Jennie, Rosé, and Jisoo, were featured in several YG artist songs, while Lisa did modeling. Fast forward to 2016. YG Entertainment started releasing trailer images of its upcoming new girl group that year. With the name Blackpink, 4 ladies were first introduced onto the K-pop world, and with a badass girl crush concept, major hype started to build. Blackpink could have been the second coming of 21. With a powerful label such as YG backing up the new girl group, the stage was set for Blackpink to dominate the K-pop scene. And on August 8th, 2016, they would be unleashed onto the K-pop world with their first single album, Square One. With their visuals and their catchy, infectious lyrics like click-a-clack, bada-bing, bada-boom, and boom-ba-ya, and whistle like a missile in Whistle, the 4 ladies would soon catch on like wildfire. Blackpink's music videos would easily cross the big 10 million view milestone that shows that a major K-pop group has arrived. They would take Inkigayo's first place finish in the fastest time for a K-pop group in just 13 days. Between their 2 singles, Square One and Square Two, they would clean house, taking several awards at the Melon Music Awards, the Golden Disc Awards, the Seoul Music Awards, the Asia Artist Awards, and the Gaon Charts Music Awards. After their incredible year, the group would get their official fan name for their ever-growing throngs of fans, Blinks. Blackpink showed that in just 2016 alone, they're here to stay and climb the K-pop ladder to become one of the top-tier groups of their generation. Like with Big Bang, 21, Psy, and a slew of others, YG hit it big with Blackpink. Now, there are some major reasons why Blackpink rose to the top tiers of K-pop royalty so fast. Perhaps the biggest one is that they're considered the spiritual successors to YG's last highly successful female group, 21. From 21's reign from 2009 until their disbandment and last song at Goodbye in January 2017, 21 were the queens of the badass girl crush concept. Yet when 21 broke up, there was this huge gap in not only the YG roster, but the very concept that they represented in K-pop. Confident girls that wouldn't kowtow to the cutesy, aegyo girl theme. So when Blackpink bursted onto the scene and continued the girl crush concept, people instantly resonated with them. There were so many qualities that Blackpink had that were similar to 21, such as having 4 members, having members that can speak fluent English, and having a similar sound. Blackpink, of course, also had their own unique qualities that would make them stand out as the new girl crush group. Yet the fact is, K-pop fans really loved their 21, and that Blackpink reminded them of the legendary group. This alone was one of the major reasons why Blackpink became such an instant hit. The international community instantly connected with both 21 and then later Blackpink. The overseas community really likes the confident woman image, especially as these fans grow older. Plus, with many of Blackpink's songs having English hooks, being catchy as hell, and having rap elements, it's easier to introduce these songs to newcomers overseas. The YG brand is another reason why Blackpink took off so fast. Make no mistake, being backed by either one of the big three or Big Hit Entertainment is akin to skipping to the front of the line at a store. There's no waiting time as you're helped immediately. Blackpink was helped because they would be thrust into the spotlight immediately because of the YG brand. People generally trust big brands because of the hype, the exposure, and well, simply the brand name. And if you need further proof of the power of what a top tier label can do, take a look at Big Hit's newest upcoming group, Tomorrow by Together, who already have millions of followers on Instagram and Twitter even before their debut. JYP's new group, ITZY, recently debuted and already has hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram and Twitter. Blackpink also benefited from this pre-hype buildup as their social media platforms had a throng of followers before their debut. So when Blackpink eventually did debut in 2016, they already had an established fan base that were sharing and retweeting their music videos and images, making them go viral instantly. They're almost guaranteed a slew of views just by being a part of the big three. This doesn't happen with any mid or low tier group, not part of the big three labels or Big Hit Entertainment. These groups have to slowly work their way up for a fan base and hopefully, just hopefully, become a top tier group after several years. To Blackpink's credit, they took advantage of the YG banner and rode it to incredible success. By the mid-2010s, the second generation girl groups were coming to an end. Girls' Generation, 4Minute, Wonder Girls, 21, and others were phasing out and giving way to a new generation of female groups. SM, JYP, and YG would reload and debut new female groups for this generation. The new trifecta of female groups would be Red Velvet from SM, Twice from JYP, and Blackpink from YG. Much like Sonushide, Wonder Girls, and 21 of the late 2000s and early 2010s, the competition between the three female groups creates excitement in K-pop land. Now, the one thing that these new female groups are doing is following the localization trend, a trend started by the last generation of female groups. Coined by JYP or Park Jin-young, the term localization by globalization refers to taking international talent, raising them locally in Korea, then sending them overseas. And one example is taking overseas Koreans or Kyopols, such as Korean Americans or Korean Australians, and bringing them to Korea, training them, and then unleashing them overseas. And I bring this up because Blackpink is definitely an example of localizing K-pop, as 3 of the 4 members have either grown up overseas or studied overseas. Rosé was born in New Zealand and grew up in Australia. Lisa is Thai, and Jennie studied in New Zealand for about 5 years. K-pop labels know that idols that can speak English fluently are going to be really popular, as in much of the world, English is either a main language or a secondary language. Blackpink also broke through another major milestone, becoming successful in Japan. The group joined a few K-pop acts that were popular towards Japanese fans. Blackpink did a showcase at the Nippon Budokan in Tokyo, which is one of the famed concert venues in the country. While 14,000 people attended the showcase, about 200,000 tried to get tickets to see Blackpink. They would release their Japanese debut called Blackpink, cementing their hold in Japan. In the ultra-competitive K-pop industry, having a top-tier group like Blackpink is essential. Having one Tier 1 group not only brings in massive profit towards their label, but gives that label branding and prestige. It's a huge reason why YG Entertainment, for instance, has such powerful branding. And when a company churns out successful act after big act, the public starts taking notice and trust that company, that the company is quality, and to stay tuned to their label's next release. Blackpink's success as a top-tier group also made 2018 a strong comeback year for YG. Now, a big question some K-pop fans may have is, how is Blackpink so popular with only 9 songs? In fact, until mid-2018 with Square Up, the group only had 5 songs to their name. Furthermore, Blackpink technically has no full album just yet, just extended plays and singles thus far. Yet, despite having 9 songs and no full album, this makes it even more impressive why they're such a big deal. In addition to the many factors mentioned earlier, the 21 factor, the YG brand label, the girl crush concept, and their international localization factor, I have some other theories why Blackpink is so popular despite their few songs thus far. Here's one theory: limiting the supply of Blackpink's material. Going off the economic model of supply and demand that you'll learn in Economics 101, if something is huge in demand but has little supply, that thing will skyrocket in price. From consumer products like iPhones and Nintendo Switches at launch, to K-pop tickets like those BTS concert tickets in North America, this model played a huge part in furthering the popularity of those things. People really crave the badass girl crush concept that Blackpink does so well. Now you may look at another very popular female group, Twice, and ask, why does Twice pump out songs every 2 to 3 months, while Blackpink can release songs with long delays and still be popular? While releasing songs is often good, it's not the only reason a group stays relevant. If a group is doing other activities such as advertisements, interviews on Korean TV, and are active on social media, fans will continue to support them and the spotlight will remain on them. There's many ways to keep up in the K-pop scene, and while Twice does the more pump out as many songs as possible strategy, Blackpink does the opposite, doing other activities, while YG keeping their Blackpink supply low to keep their demand at an all-time high. Now, whether YG held back on Blackpink's releases on purpose, or whether Blackpink and others were stuck in the vaunted YG dungeon where talented singers await their turn at a new song release or debut, thank God Blackpink finally got a release in 2018, as it showed they're very popular in the K-pop scene today. Blackpink is one of the few groups that has transcended the K-pop stage, as they're well known for their fashion and advertising. Now, the other theory is more straightforward. Singer and songwriter Teddy Park, who has his magical power to turn nearly every song he produces to gold, and it definitely turned Blackpink's songs to major success. Teddy knows the US audience, since he's been in the K-pop game for over 20 years, is Korean American, and was a part of One Time. He parlayed his knowledge into setting up Blackpink to become massively successful overseas. Similar to what JYP does with this artist whispering JYP in the beginning of his songs in the late 2000s and early 10s, Blackpink has their own catchphrase as well, namely Blackpink in your area. Catchphrases are a key marketing strategy as it's memorable. With Blackpink's North American 2019 tour, the Blackpink in your area phrase is to show that, hey, Blackpink is playing near you, check them out. And K-pop land is not all about just getting the most attention, but keeping that attention, and with Blackpink's phrase, they did just that. Now, the group is also a trendsetter in both fashion and advertising. From being endorsed and collaborating with high-end brands such as Shibuya 109, Tokyo Girls Collection, Sprite Korea, Puma, Reebok, Dior Cosmetics, and Louis Vuitton, Blackpink is known to be the fashion trendsetters among their K-pop peers. They're so known for their branding that the Korean Reputation Research Institute ranked them #1 based on their analysis. Blackpink is also sponsored and ever present in several countries in South and Southeast Asia. You'll see Blackpink in places such as the Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, Taiwan, Indonesia, Singapore, and India. Fashion and makeup YouTubers frequently copy Blackpink's clothing, makeup, and fashion styles. Blackpink is one of the few groups that have transcended the K-pop stage, as they're also known for their fashion and advertising. Now, the group has also expanded into side solo careers. As Younghyun Suk, better known as YG, said, each member's individual talents are as strong as their bond as a team. Jennie's solo, for instance, was well received, hitting in the top 10 on various charts and hit over 100 million views in only 1 week. And this is a catchy song with a deep meaning in going, well, solo after ending a toxic relationship, being independent, and becoming self-sufficient as the title implies. By each member going solo, Blackpink would be able to expand their musical range, where their own sounds wouldn't fit in Blackpink itself, but would work very well individually. And with the rest of the members slated to do their own songs in the near future, Blinks can get more of their Blackpink fix from their solo releases. And now with the Blackpink North American experience, with K-pop being covered more in Western media and more K-pop acts performing in North America each year, it made touring in the US a lot more feasible. K-pop was getting more Western exposure and slowly becoming more known, accepted, and even tagged as cool among the young demographic. YG saw an opportunity to capitalize on this, namely to put his biggest group out there to perform in the US. YG would team up the four ladies with Interscope Records and Universal Music Group worldwide, representing the group outside of Asia. Blackpink would now be in everyone's area. So wrapping it up, the rise of Blackpink would assure YG that they would stay among the big three labels in K-pop. The wait for the four ladies to finally debut was well worth it. The group would also successfully carry the torch first started by 21 to continue the badass, confident, girl crush concept. So what do you guys think about this video? The rise of Blackpink. Are you guys Blinks? You guys love Blackpink, or are you just discovering Blackpink now? I'd love to know your comments in the comments below. And you guys know the drill. If you guys want real talk on K-pop and K-pop journalism, then please sign up for my email list and grab that free ebook on learning more about K-pop in depth. And until next time, I'm off to watch some more K-pop music videos, but I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy, guys.
Used to be your girl, now I'm used to being the girl. You sitting on your feelings and sitting on my throne. I ain't got no time for the